Alright, welcome back to Let's Play Oblivion, Cedrik's Quest, Episode 2. Where we last left off, we bought a horse that still isn't named. Because he rode through Anvil on a horse with no name. And, got some armor, did some background and some shopping. And now we're on the quest for adventure. So we need to okay, I did not see the horse there and I was really confused. So yeah, let's go on a bit of an adventure, see what we can find for good old Cedrik. And I forgot there's no mounted combat in Oblivion. I wanted to draw my sword, but you can't. Again, one of my criticisms of Oblivion, but one thing I really like it, that Skyrim doesn't have, and Morrowind doesn't have even horse riding, is the first person view. You can get it in Skyrim, but you just need to mod it. Granted, Skyrim has vampires, or werewolves, and Oblivion does not. And the werewolves are pretty cool. But I wish I could, in Skyrim, stay in first person the whole time. Kinda bugs me how there are times you have to go into third. Okay, what are we fighting? Ooh, a wolf. Glorious. Yeah, that's right. An old man beat you down. And skins your corpse. Alright. Horses. Good health lines. Let's go find some dungeons. I think there should be an alien ruin near here, but I can't tell you where because I literally don't remember. However, they're all over the place in this game, so who knows? Oh, and you just let your horse walk. It's really slow. Alright. You know it's not an alien ruin, but it'll do. So, horse, you must stay here. For I am going to save the town of Anvil from what I assume are bandits in this force. Although really, at this far away, are they really hurting Anvil? Probably not, but it's a matter of principle. Oh, it's undead. Which is excellent. An excellent first quest for a paladin. I can sell this. You know, if I'm gonna just keep spamming Fireball, makes me wonder why I went Sword and Board. Might want to change that. Also, I want to hotkey some things while I'm thinking of it. Let's have Flare be 1. Why do I have 2 heal minor wounds? Well, one's better, so I'll take the better one. Let's have that be 2. Won't really need absorb health. Shocking touch, I don't plan to need. So let's go ahead and take care of that. Sorry, I was just getting rid of the caps lock thing there. So let's go ahead. Good. Don't have enough magicka. Well then. We shall go ahead and delve this dungeon without pesky magicka. Oh yeah, so it just occurred to me that in Pathfinder and D&D at least, paladins have a god they worship. My friend in the campaign I'm in, his character is a paladin. He worships Sarenrae. Same as the cleric I played at, which is actually where this channel name's based off of, because my cleric used a scimitar, and he was drunk all the time, and led to some really interesting quest lines. Good quest lines, but ones that most DMs would be like, why do you insist on screwing everything up for me? And I'm sure my other party members were feeling the same way. But, you know, didn't mean for things to go so south. I'll have to share that story sometime. Basically, it involved one of the Imperial Lords, I think, getting summoned to the realm. And just, yeah, it's a big, long story involving vampirism and Imperial Lords and doppelgangers. But sometime I'm gonna have to share it. But he worshipped Sarenrae for a while before Sarenrae basically said, no, I'm not gonna be your god anymore. And then I think he went to, who was it? It was not Aurori. It was oh, this is gonna bug me now. It was the one who like is about like love and artistic expression or something like that. I don't know, it doesn't matter. But anyway, the point of this is I'm wondering which of the 9 divines Cedrik would most likely worship. Maybe Mara? But I'm not quite sure yet. Talos, maybe? Talos conquered an entire planet. Not a planet. A continent. My word! How did wolves get in this dungeon? Seriously, they don't have thumbs. They can't open the door. How'd they get in? Now, if there's bandits in here, I could see them bringing them in, but I doubt it with the skeletons on the outside. And the wolves couldn't have let them in, or the skeletons couldn't have let the wolves in. Maybe the door was left open and they came in. The rats I can kind of understand, but the wolves don't really get. Anyway, like I said, doesn't matter. So let's go ahead on forward and see what we can find in here. Is that a dead end? It's kind of dark on my screen. I hope it's not too dark for you guys. It's not for me for the most part, because there's enough light to see. It's just that, like that right there is a bit dark, but... anyway, if it's too dark, I'll up the darkness settings in this, like the gamma. In a future episode, because Oblivion's one of those games you can't really alt-tab out of. And... well, I'm in the middle of recording anyway, so it wouldn't really matter. I'd have to see how it is on YouTube. YouTube, at least it used to, I don't know if it still does, has a tendency to... ooh! Yes, please. To mess with the lighting of videos. So, you know, it's even if it looks fine on my computer after it's saved, YouTube's good. I don't know why I did that. YouTube could still come along and be like, actually, it needs to be darker. And I have no idea what that accent was supposed to be, other than terrible. More wolves. Maybe there's like, maybe like 2 wolves came in here one time. And all these wolves are just a result of like, you know, are their puppies, more or less. That'd be kind of neat. Now, granted, in my D&D campaign, one of the players has a pet wolf. It's not my D&D campaign, it's the one I'm playing in. My D&D campaign is an island adventure. Total beer and pretzels. But anyway, in my friend's D&D campaign, the one I'm playing in, one of my friends, party members, she has a pet wolf that we found in a dungeon, but it was at the exit of the cave. So it's really easy to see how the wolf got in there, because there's a big open cave entrance, not a big iron door. I don't know. It doesn't really bug me. It's just like, how did this happen? How are the wolves in here? Like, I need a key, okay. At least with a cave, you don't need an explanation. You do not require thumbs to get into a cave. But let's see. So I'm assuming the key we need will be down this way. Honestly, I don't think I've ever been in this dungeon. I mean, I know I've played this game to death, but I mainly, when I used to play, just follow the plot lines. Even in Skyrim and Oblivion and stuff, which I know it's odd, one of the big draws of these Elder Scrolls games are to just go and explore. I never really did that with any of them. I mainly just followed the quest lines. So that's something I kind of want to get out of the habit of in this LP and future LPs, and I want to go exploring. Actually see stuff I haven't seen before. Like this place. I mean, if this place was a part of a quest line, I don't remember it. But who knows? People. They let the wolves in. It is confirmed. I don't know why I'm sneaking. I'm in heavy armor and I'm a paladin. Paladins are not cowardly. They do not sneak and hide from their foes. They rush headfirst into combat. Which might also oh, they're vampires. Yay! See, this explains a lot for why I've lost so many D&D characters. This explains... Oh no, this explains so much. This explains so much for why so many D&D characters of mine have died. I've gone through several. I had Undle, the cleric. I've had Chucky, the chicken. I had Chirk, the goblin. I had Krogar, the dwarf. So granted, he's still alive, presumably. I just went to a different character of my own accord. Then we had Tidondwi, the half-elf. Now we're on Arnoth, the half-elf. So that's 6 characters in one campaign. Technically, one of those characters was 2, because I had Arnoth, the human cleric, then Arnoth, the doppelganger cleric, which is kind of a nice little retcon to let me keep playing as my character after he died. So let me play as the doppelganger version. That was really cool. Anyway, need to get back to this fight so I don't die. Oh no, did I get infected with vampirism? La 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 la. No. So this is very bad. Oh, come on. I need magic. Vampires hate fire. I have no restore magicka. I'm not running away. I'm getting a tactical advantage.
I need some blood.
Oh, don't rub it in. I already know you're a vampire.
No!
Oh no, that's not good. That is not good. That is not good. Vampire dust, yay. Ooh, potions of healing, double yay. Hopefully I don't drink them all, because I'd like to hang on to them or sell them. I have a shield. I need to remember to use it. I don't normally play with a shield if that's obvious.
Die,
Or
Kurt!
if that's not obvious.
No!
No, you die.
Let's get this over with.
Yeah, agreed. Yes! Saved by the fireball. See, I knew I would handle that fight. I am a brave, mighty paladin. Which, I have to say, for being an old nobleman of Stark. Ooh, gauntlets and greaves. For being an old nobleman of Stark, he's done little more than training. He's kicking some butt. He really is. Granted, the massive armor is probably helping too. But that's okay, he's allowed to be proud of himself. Oh yeah, I already looted that. What about you? You are not lootable. Let's see, okay. Get our fireball re-equipped. Quick save, because you can never save too much. Even if at times it's a bit scummy. Ooh. 55 gold. To take the lockpick or not? Yes, just in case we need it. A repair hammer I probably can't use, but it might come in handy. I don't know why I keep thinking C is my quick save button, even though it is a 5. I think there was Skyrim. I think I set my quick save button to C. Though I haven't played Skyrim in a while, so I don't know why that would be throwing me off. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Hello? Who's there?
Paladins don't sneak. It is known.
I'm just warming
They
up.
do kill vampire sons of bitches.
Worm.
Ah, take that. Cedrik, you are taking names. See anything here? Actually, bone meal probably should have been taken this because, well, I know alchemy, or Cedric does at least. So that could be, you know, that could be pretty chill. Where all have I explored in here? Everything. But I don't have the key. Did I miss it? Yeah. I must have just missed the key. Alright, fair enough. Yes, not on the skeleton. Do you have a key? No. I just realized that before I started recording this episode, I did not check the time. So this one might run really over or be really short. Whoops. Oh well. Wow, where'd that key get off to? Okay, I already checked you. No key. I already checked that, right? Yeah. Hold up. Key. That's where I just was. So that'd be the only other place I could check would be over this way, where the other vampires were. All right, let's see. Do they have the key, please? I need a torch too. That wouldn't hurt anything. You have a key? You do not have a key. Neither do you. Well, this looks like it's the end of our dungeon journey. Maybe this dungeon is a part of a quest. Because I don't think I'm getting a key here. So let's go ahead and leave this dungeon. And do we have much loot to sell? I brought these. Yeah, we have some vampire dust. We have... Oh, that's not loot, but I can still sell it. Oh, we have these. Yes, those are getting sold. So let's return to town. And sell our loot. Unless there's another path in here I haven't explored, which is just the one behind the locked door. So yes. Let's go ahead. I didn't figure it'd be in here, but I also figured wouldn't hurt to check. Wait, what's this? It's loot, that's what it is, alright. So let's go ahead. I'm bad at directions. Alright, let's go the other way. And sell our loot. I am, for whatever reason, really tired, and it's only 10:32, which means I started filming the first episode about an hour ago. Not quite. Which actually gives me a pretty good reference frame for how long this has been going on, roughly speaking. It's probably about 15-20 minutes. I am really tired. I haven't been up all that long. But then again, I haven't had caffeine in a while either. So maybe that's it. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. However, I wanted to film maybe 3 episodes, but I don't think I'm going to. So I'm getting tired and I don't want to keep making dumb mistakes, like following the wrong pathway. Or whatever, you know. I'm just doing a quick check to see if the key might be outside the dungeon, because if it is, we are so going back in. Yeah, we already checked that. Well, alright, back to town then. Or we could go to Skingrad. Maybe find another dungeon along the way. Sell our loot there. That's not a bad idea. What time is it? It's 11:50 p.m. Cedrik's gonna want to find an inn on his way to Skingrad, though. Can you not cast spells on horses either? Guess not. Let's see, where's the main road? That doesn't help. Basically straight. And there's gonna be an inn in this general area. Of course, Cedrik doesn't know that, I know that. But still, Cedrik figures there will likely be an inn on the road regardless. Because of course, there will be inns between towns on roads. Some of the best ways to get visitors.
Pay up, or else.
Vile fiend? No. Take it from me if you can.
We can. You pathetic worm.
No, I didn't want to get on my horse. No, I'm not running away. I'm gonna kill this guy. This tyrannical...
Die, Imperial cat.
Tyrannicat.
Here! Show me what you've got.
Looks like this highwayman is insert something witty and clever here. What about you? Are you okay?
Sorry, no time to talk. I have to deliver these copies of the Black Horse Courier. Here, have one of the latest editions, free as always.
That's a woman who's dedicated to her job. Just got mugged by a highwayman and isn't even taking the rest of the night off. Good on her. Though I don't think anyone could blame her if she did. Yeah, there I was earlier complaining about riding in third person in Skyrim. Here I am riding in third person now. Ooh, is that the inn? I believe it is. Which has a fun Mage's Guild? Yeah, Mage's Guild quest attached to it. But, you know, spoilers. Oh, it's storming outside the game, and it's been storming in real life.
Well
Granted,
met.
the area I'm in got off pretty easily. You know, we got some bad rain, a few rumbles of thunder in the distance, but some parts of my state were just hammered with bad storms today, and tornadoes, and so I'm glad, knock on wood,
Well met.
that I'm glad that, you know, the worst we got was just kind of a rainy day.
Go ahead, please.
I would like, well first, what is the word around the area?
Everyone's talking about the assassination, of course. Here, take my copy of the new Black Horse Courier. Oh, go ahead, keep it.
Assassination, you say? Ah, the Emperor. Yes, those villainous fiends should be brought to justice immediately. But I would also like a bed.
Are you interested? It's only 10 gold for the night.
Of course, I'll take it.
All right. It's up the stairs, the last door on your right. Sleep well.
That sounded threatening almost. Like, that's not just me. That almost sounded like a threat.
Goodbye.
And you know-
Hi!
Anyway, that's another thing I
What's
like.
new with you?
Is,
I
like, don't
heard
get me
people
wrong,
saying
it was
they ran
really
into goblins around here.
really
not long
cool
ago.
in Skyrim
I
how they
can't
would leech
stand
into
those
your room,
things.
but it got so annoying.
Disgusting creatures. I hope to
So-
never see another.
And I know you can just run ahead of them,
Take care.
but then you have the
Take
issue
care.
of I know you can just run ahead of them in Skyrim. Then you just have the issue of, like, laying in bed with the weird, creepy tavern person staring at you. So I kind of like how, in this game, they're just like, oh yes, the last door on the right. It's realistic. In my limited experience with hotels, which I've only been at one, like, 8 years ago. No, jeez, it was the same year Skyrim was released. It was in June, so... Yeah, 8 years ago. They didn't show us to our room. Granted, this isn't a hotel, but still. There was a mod for Skyrim I think I had that made it so they'd show you your room the first time, then they wouldn't, and that was kind of nice. You know, I'm okay with that. Guide to... Why is there a guide to Breville? All the way over here, when Breville is right here. We're not exactly close to Breville. But with this, at the late hour of 1:58 in the morning, Cedrik is going to bed. Now, if you were younger, he might be up at, say, 7 in the morning. Or he might even be able to get up at 6. But he's not young. He's old. He's really old. He's an Imperial and he's old. He's probably... Well, he's not really old. That would mean he's like 80. But he is older. He's probably mid to late 60s, I would say. Well, mid-60s. You know, he's not a spring chicken. But he's not an old fart either. So, but he's up there. And he kind of needs his rest. So if he's gonna sleep, he's gonna get a solid 8 hours, because he's a soldier. And he doesn't need to go into the 10-hour range or anything. But he does need a good night's sleep. So he's going to sleep a solid 8 hours till 10 in the morning. It had been a hard day of adventuring for him. Now I will say one thing I like in Morrowind is it's just real quick into the morning. Even if you do 24 hours. In Skyrim and Oblivion it's not, and I don't know why. I think I read somewhere being like, has to redo all the AI and stuff, and Skyrim and Oblivion's AI is just so much more complicated than Morrowind's.
Hello?
Hi. The Emperor
and
and
that's why
his
it
3
takes
sons
a little
dead,
while
right
longer.
under the noses of the Imperial Guard.
But,
it's a disgrace.
You know, it's not that
You see.
big of a deal. What book is this? The Eastern Provinces. I can't steal it. I'm a paladin.
Doc is free. What do you want?
Well,
What do you...
let's talk. What's the word?
No one wants to live in the Gerald Mountains. Well, maybe in Bruma. But they're like Nords. They don't feel the cold.
Bruma is full of Nords. But you do realize, if you say no one wants to live in the Gerald Mountains, then point out an entire city in the Gerald Mountains. You've just contradicted yourself, and you're wrong. As she stares at me blankly. Common folk.
You too.
Ah, madam. No, lower your weapon, Cedrik. But, madam, I take offense at your statement. I am not common folk. I'm a nobleman and a hero. And I deserve to be treated as such. And with that, though I don't think it's quite
How
been
do
a
you
full 30 minutes, we're going to end the episode here. And next time, I did not mean to do that. I'm floating. Next time we will see how Cedrik has discovered the power of levitation, which has been missing since Morrowind. And we'll go make our way to Skingrad. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time.